needed items, we will start with our pranayama. We may do some Bhastrika, so if you need a tissue, maybe have a tissue ready as well. So if you have your tissue box, maybe grab a tissue. I'm going to put it in my pocket in case I need it. All right, good. So let me get my blocks. And find yourself seated comfortably in your chair, pressing both sit bones into the floor. The knees are right over the ankles. Knees are right over the ankles and about hip width apart. So those knees are almost always tracking your toes, almost always. Shoulders up and back. Heart lifts, top of the head lifts. Arms come out, reaching out, opening up through the chest. Deep breath, inhaling up. Exhaling down. Just notice how the joints of your shoulders are feeling. Press the fingertips away. Bring the hands forward. Palms are up. Reaching up. Inhale. And exhaling down onto the left to come into our pranayama. Again, remember your posture and begin to focus on the breath. Inhaling in through the nose. Exhaling out the mouth. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Feel that chest drop. Feel the belly pressing back. Feel the shoulders drop. Inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale out the mouth for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Just out the nose on the exhale now. Inhale in the nose. Exhale 4. Out the nose. Begin to close the eyes gently. Inhale 4. Exhale 4. Inhale 4. We're going to pause for 3. Hold there. And exhale out the nose for 4. Pause. Hold it for 3. And inhale. Pause for 3. And exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale. Removing all of your thoughts. Directing the mind inward. Knowing this is your time, your 45 minutes of practice in yoga, focusing on the communication of your body and your mind, listening to what it has to say, knowing to meet your edge but not go beyond. There should never be any pain. And the breath should flow without effort. Always focusing on the breath. And this is where yoga departs from so many other physical activities. It helps to focus the mind. It helps to yoke in all the chatter from the outside world and center yourself. Inhale, arms come up, reaching up, lifting. Exhale, hands come down, baby fist, really slow, preparing for Vastrika breathing. Again, one more time. Inhaling, arms come up. Thumb comes in, forefingers cover, and exhale slowly down. Now we're going to speed this up quite a bit. So inhaling, lifting arms up. You can open the eyes if you wish. And exhaling out the nose for 15. Quickly we move. Five more. And deep breath in. If you did the full 15, you might be feeling the energy in the head, feeling the pulsing in the heart, maybe increasing the cardiovascular system's pulse rate. Inhale, we're going to go for 20. Do what you can. Inhaling, hands come up. Deep exhale, keep the arms up. Inhale one more time, and let's begin for 20. 10. And deep breath in. Exhale out the mouth. One more inhale. Exhale, drop the shoulders. Good posture, so lifting up through the head. Maybe wiggle the fingers. All right, maybe they're feeling a little bit of an increased sensation just from the movements. Begin to rotate the wrists. Breathe. And reverse the rotation. Sitting up tall. Elbows rotate. And reverse. Bring the fingertips together, deep breath in. And begin your wave action, warming up the shoulders, elbows, wrists, fingers, knuckles, all moving here. Getting a nice big wave or shallow, depending on how your shoulders are feeling. So adjust your movements, listening to the body, always listening to the body. Again, there should be no pain. Reverse the rotation, so come in the opposite direction, lifting up through the upper elbow and then down. Breathe. Still good posture. Notice your breath work. See if you can breathe through the nose. And hands come back, feeling the warmth in the shoulders. You're going to bring palms together, lifting up as high as you can. Reaching up, knowing that if you have shoulder issues, sensitivity, you can always bend the elbows, arms come out, grabbing onto the chair. We're going to lift up the right arm, reaching up with the right arm, bringing the hand over to the left upper part of your head. Exhale, stretch through gently. Don't have to pull, just feel the weight of the hand on your head. Maybe if you want to increase the stretch, the left arm might come out. Breathe, still good posture. Inhale, lift up the right hand, switch with the left, and bring the hand over to the right side. Gently on your exhale, just stretch through, extend, breathe. One more time, deep breath in, right arm up, exhale over, inhale tall, and then exhale, bending gently, feeling just the weight of the hand, no more pressure than that. Maybe extending the left arm, maybe even moving it back or forward, noticing where you might feel that stretch. Inhale, nice and tall. Exhale, hand comes over. Realign the spine. Inhale and then exhale. Stretching through the right side. Maybe the right arm comes out. Breathe. Inhale, lifting up both hands, reaching up. And slowly extending towards the right. Again, if this is too much on the shoulders, you can bend the elbows. Otherwise, extend over, maybe opening up, creating more muscular effort if you have the arms open. If you need support, you can always drop the right hand down and support your body by the right hand holding onto the chair. Inhale, lift, reach, reach, reach. Exhale, over again. You can always bend the elbows for shoulder sensitivity. Breathe. You can always drop the left hand and support your torso if you need to. Remember to lift up through the heart, reaching tall. Inhale, lift. Look up, slight back bend. Notice how the cervical spine feels. Exhale, hands come down, chin comes to chest. Still nice and tall, and your neck rotations. So we're going to inhale to a shoulder. Deep breath in. Exhale, chin to chest. And inhale to the opposite shoulder. Really noticing the breath work with the movement. Exhaling to center. Inhaling to a shoulder. Knowing that you are your main guide. I am here to guide you through the different poses. You must always listen to the body, listen to the breath, move with it. If you notice the breath is ever hindered or labored, come into a resting position until your breath is effortless again. Chin to chest on your exhale. Really extend the arms onto the knees, straightening them, lifting up the head. Nice posture here. Breathe. Arms come out into goddess arms, bending 90 degrees at the elbows. And then come forward, just about 30 to 45 degrees. Breathe. Feel the feet pressing into the floor. Just start noticing the lower half of your body. Inhale, reaching under the heart and slight back bend. Bring those elbows back. Breathe. You must breathe. Inhale, tall. Exhale, forward. About 45 degrees, no more. And just feel the feet pressing into the floor. Inhaling, tall. Lifting up. Tadasana. Arms coming down. Pressing the feet to the floor. Tadasana. In our chair. So this is our modified mountain pose. Pressing those feet to the floor, knees over those ankles, shoulders up and back, head lifts, chin is parallel to the floor, but the hands, the arms extending to the floor. Feel the core engage, feel the glutes engage as you press the heels into the floor. Breathe. Inhaling, arms come up. Gentle twist to the right, exhale. Left hand to the right knee, maybe right hand to the chair. Still tall, lifting, good posture. Breathe. Feel the twist in the waist and maybe the ribs as they come forward. The heart reaching over. Breathe. Maybe on your next exhale, the chin will come back, looking over the right shoulder. Maybe the eyes will look past that right shoulder, working even the muscles in the face, the eye. Strengthening, holding, staring, keeping the eyes open. And unwind, realign, coming up, tall. Exhale to the left, bringing right hand to left thigh. Left hand maybe comes to the chair, supporting you, lifting tall. Breathe. And exhale, maybe chin comes over the left shoulder. Eyes may come beyond that shoulder, staring at one spot. Really work the muscles in the eye. Are the feet still pressing firmly into the floor? Remember, Tadasana is a foundational pose. In any pose we have, you'll find the strength of the legs is in Tadasana. Realign the spine, unwind, coming up. Take your time, use your breath. Exhale, arms come forward, hands come to the knees, and extend into a prepared posture. Tailbone presses towards the back of your chair, top of the head, to the front of the screen that you're looking at. Breathe. Side to side movement. Just notice how the right and the left lower back is feeling. Stretch through here. Inhale, come back to center, extend the spine and slowly using the hands lift up, core is engaging. Breathe, arms are straight. Gonna come into cat and cow. You may come forward, just an inch or two from the back of the chair, just to give yourself room as the spine curves back, extends, and then it lifts up tall, and then flexion as the heart comes forward, hands slide back, grabs further back along the chair, and lifts up from the heart, from the top of the head, shoulder blades together. This is cow. Hands come forward onto the knees, extending the arms, belly button back, coming into cat, chin to chest. Breathe. Exhale. Inhale, tall, neutral spine, sliding hands back to cow. Exhale, forward. Going at your own pace, inhaling, tall, realigning the spine, exhaling into either cat or cow. Really pressing back if you're in cat, extending through the arms, feeling a gentle stretch through the back line of your body. Inhaling, remembering to be tall. Exhaling, coming into either cat or cow. You can go quickly or you can go very slowly, but only with the breath, moving with the breath. Warming up, maybe speeding up. Just notice the movement of the breath, how it's feeling. And sitting up tall, when you're ready. Good spinal alignment. Gently lifting up through the arms, lifting as tall as you can, finding the feet pressing to the floor, Tadasana. Breathe. Prepare posture, arms come up, reach up, upward salute, and then swan dive to prepare posture. Hands come to the knees, side to side. If you know you need to stay with the head in line of the heart and not bring the head down due to any heart issues, then do so. Otherwise, exhale, maybe widen the knees and come forward. You might even use a block if you would like, hands lower as you come lower, and use the block to support you at whatever height that you need. If you need to stay up high and prepare posture, Or if you can slowly bring the head down, shoulders drop, maybe hands to the floor to your feet, and then gently side to side. Breathe here, allow the head to hang, allow the head and spine to decompress as gravity pushes the head to the floor. Relax the shoulders, relax the face. Inhale, bring hands to the knees. We're going to come up one vertebrae at a time, starting with the tailbone, pressing it down towards the chair, lower lumbar, pressing back towards the chair, lifting slowly at the waist, lower ribs, thoracic spine. Last thing up is your chin, arms come up. Breathe, one more time. Swan dive, forward fold. Have a block right underneath your head. And we're going to do a gentle twist here. You're going to press the left hand onto the block. Good. Right hand is going to come to the knee. Then maybe it's going to slide to the hip, right hip. Breathe, all right? Listen to the breath. Know where you need to stop. Maybe that right shoulder is going to lift up and stack over the left shoulder. Breathe. Maybe the arm will come up. Just listen to the body and extend, really extend, pressing the left hand into the block, extending up through the chest, through the heart, towards the right fingertips. If the arm is getting tired, you can bind it behind you and still keep that shoulder pressing back and stacking over the left. Deep breath in, unwind, bring the hands, right hand to hip, to knee, to the block, re-extend nice and long. Notice how the spine feels, and then press that right hand out on top of the block. Left hand to left knee. This may be enough, or you feel you can twist a little bit more. Bring the left hand to the left hip. Maybe that left shoulder reaches up to the ceiling. Breathe. Really extend through the hand that's on the block. So feel the strength as your right hand roots into the floor or to the block. Maybe the left arm reaches up to the ceiling. Fingertips extend, deep breath. Know where you need to be. Listen to the body. Maybe bind if you get tired. Inhale, unwind, bring the hand to the hip, to the knee, back to the block, realign, lifting into prepare posture. We're going to reverse swan dive. Use your legs, your core strength, belly button presses towards the spine, and then lift the arms. Reverse swan dive, coming up, reaching up, looking up, upward salute, Tadasana. Breathe. And we're going to come into our chair pose. Today I'm going to have you stand. If you would like to stay in the chair, please stay in the chair. You might even have the block here behind you to support you as you come into a chair pose, and use that block to support you. Otherwise, we're going to walk to the back of the chair. Right. Make sure the chair is not going to slide. Right. Make sure it's not going to slide. Make sure that your feet won't slide, because we're going to just be careful depending on the surface that you're on. So if you're on tile or wood, just be very mindful. You might need to take the socks off. Shoulder blades up and back. Deep breath in. Holding onto the chair. We're just slowly going to bring the tailbone back. And try and keep the knees back, not too far forward over those toes. And just notice there shouldn't be any pain in your knees. The heart should be lifting gently and holding it here. The deepest form of this will be the thighs parallel to the floor. Right now we're just slowly warming up. So lifting up And then come forward, breathe into a prepared posture. Inhaling back to chair, lifting up first, Tadasana. Exhale, slowly bend your knees, tailbone presses back, holding it here. Inhaling up and exhale, come forward, prepare posture. Inhaling, Tadasana, strong legs, take one step back, breathe. Exhale, chair, still being able to hold that chair to support you, pressing the tailbone back, coming up, exhaling forward, maybe a forward fold, or prepare posture, whichever one you need to do. Really bending the knees to begin with, finding the strength in the thighs, in your feet, in your legs. And then maybe walking one leg, straightening it, then the other, walking the legs. The feet are planted, rooted, stretching the hamstrings slowly. Take your time, relax the head. Walk your hands back up your chair. Breathe, coming up into Tadasana. Maybe even bringing the arms up to upward salute. Exhaling, hands down, Tadasana. Breathe. Hands come back to the chair, chair pose. Press that tailbone back, bend the knees, heart is lifting. Really squeeze the glutes. We're gonna hold it here for about 3 breaths. Breathe. Anytime you need to come up, please do. Notice how the legs are feeling, the knees, the ankles, any pain, come out of it. You can always do this in chair. Lifting up, deep breath, and prepare posture. Slight bend in the knees, never locking the knees. Feel that tailbone reaching up to the ceiling. And then slowly coming forward. Standing up, still a good length away from your chair. Bring your right leg forward. Maybe it can come just slightly underneath your chair, the foot, so that when you bend the knee is stopped. All right, so that knee is right over the ankle. All right, and then you can begin to adjust your back leg. Maybe you're a good distance and that's enough. Or maybe you can extend further and come into a lunge. Holding it here. Nice, good posture, even here. You can use that chair to support you. Breathe. Slowly, we're going to straighten the front leg, pyramid, and feel that nice gentle stretch of the hamstring as you come forward into your pyramid, or some people will call this your bowing warrior. Lifting up, bend the knee back into your lunge. And really try and bring the hips around so that they're parallel to your chair. Inhale, straighten the front leg. Again, keep the hips straight and press that right hip back. Breathe. Feel a little bit more of a stretch here. Inhale, bend the knee. And then slowly, we're going to bring the right leg back. Do what you need to do and match it up. Nice and tall, plank. Gentle plank here. Straighten the arms if you can. And then bring the left leg forward. Again, we're going to try and bring that foot underneath the chair. It depends on your chair, what you're using. All right, so you may have to adjust. The point here is that I'll be using my chair to keep me from bringing the knee too far forward. So I'm just using this method in order to keep that knee over the ankle. Depending on your chair, you may not be able to, but just know the point is to keep the knee over the ankle, We're going to be stretching through the right hip flexors, maybe gently the hamstring of the right leg. Breathe into your lunge and come back as far as you like, or make it short, whichever one, however you need to. Good posture here, lifting up. Now we're going to straighten that front leg into our bowing warrior. Stretching, straightening the front leg. Try and keep that left hip back in alignment with the right hip. Breathe. Inhale forward, lunge. Lift up the torso tall. Exhale, straighten the leg. Come forward. Breathe. Inhale back to lunge. Nice and tall, good posture. Notice the hip position. Notice the knee position. Last bowing warrior. Remember to bring that right hip forward, left hip back. Try and keep them nice in alignment. Feeling the stretch. Do what you can. If you need to bend the knee, always do. And inhale into your lunge. Strong left leg, strong right leg. We're going to come into our plank. Bring that left leg back. Find your plank right away. Good. Strong arms. Press back into down dog. We're going to press the hips back. Head is going to come through the arms. Slight bend in your knees, depending on how you feel in the back of the leg. Head comes through the arms. Keep breathing. Arms should be fairly straight. Feel the stretch through the shoulders. Any shoulder issues, just be mindful. Back off if you need to. Inhale, back up into plank. Again, plank. Core is strong. Nice alignment from the heels all the way to the top of the head. So your legs are strong. Your knees can be slightly bent. Breathe. Shoulder blades are back. Come one step forward. So holding the chair. We're going to make this a gentler plank. Not as steep, and then lift the heart into cobra. Keep the core engaged, glutes engaged, quadriceps engaged. Slight bend of the knees, lift the heart up. Breathe. Exhale, come back, forward fold. Step as you need to, use your hands, walk where you need to, or stay in prepared posture. Inhale, lifting up. Come forward slightly and widen your legs. We're going to come into goddess. I'm going to angle this so you can see. So the feet are wider than my chair, about 3 feet apart. And the toes are going to come out slightly. Right? As long, again, knee is tracking toes. So be real mindful. Those thighs may have to really feel the strength of the thighs as they move an external rotate. And then slowly begin to slide against an imaginary wall. Your heart is lifting, but the tailbone's reaching to the floor. Breathe, bending the knees. Again, any knee issues, do this in chair. Sit down and open up the legs. Bring those thighs out. Feel the strength in the legs. And lift up. Left heel, down. Right heel, down. Breathe, left heel. Breathe through the nose, focus. Switching each breath, take your time. Do what you can. If it's just enough being in goddess without moving the heels, then do so. All right, otherwise we're going to try and bring up both heels. Remember, core is strong, belly button back towards the spine. And then lift the heels up, holding it here. This is our balance pose. Maybe one goddess arm. If you're feeling balanced, maybe 2 arms, full goddess. Breathe. Heels down, arms up, temple. Exhale, hands to the chair and extend wide legs. Reach side to side movements, just stretching. Listen to the body. Just side to side, just noticing how it feels. Nice and tall, right arm comes up, and then over to the left, stretching through the right side. Inhale, come up, right hand to the chair. Left hand comes up, exhale, over. Inhaling up, deep breath in, exhale down. Wide legs, we're gonna do a gentle twist. We're going to come forward. Depending on your chair, you may have to come to the front part of your chair. And this is why, because maybe you have a high back on your chair. So we need to come forward and have your hands onto the chair. Breathe. We're going to bring that left hand to the chair. And then I'm going to bring up the right hand, reaching and twisting. If your arm is tired or if it's too much for the arm, you can bind it behind you. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale, switch the hand, right hand onto the chair. Press that tailbone back, feel the stretch in the legs, but nice and strong. Try and keep the hips even as you twist through the waist. So that right hand on the chair, twist through the waist, press the feet to the floor, maybe the left arm comes up. And adjust, notice if you're pressing one hip over or not. Maybe you just need to bind, and that's enough. Exhale back to center, unwind, nice and long. And then bring the feet together. Bend the knees, come into your chair, holding onto the back of that chair. Breathe. Holding it here. Exhale, come up. Prepare posture. Bend slightly the knees, don't lock them out. And lifting up completely. If you need to hold the chair, please do. Upward salute, Tadasana. Shake it out. We're gonna have to come back in our chair and cool down. All right, so make sure you have your strap. Belt buckle works, or belt works fine. Rope, a comfortable rope, thick rope, you have rope. But otherwise, a resistance band is fantastic too if you don't have a yoga band. So coming into chair, nice deep breath in. All right, we're gonna go ahead and just do a little bit of the arms stretches first before we go to legs and pigeon. So arms come out, extending forward, and then reaching slowly, inhaling up, exhaling down. Maybe widening it as you're maybe going to find your edge, how far you can go back. Inhaling, lifting. Breathe, never holding the breath. Exhaling, maybe coming further back. Breathing tall, still good posture. Maybe exhaling deeper, further, reaching back. Do what you can, widen the distance between the hands, it helps. Breathe, now we're gonna come up. Breathe, and I'm gonna say breathe like every other second. So inhale, lift. Exhale through the toughest part, breathing. And exhaling down. Shaking out the hands if you need to. Maybe the wrists. Bring in the right knee, squeeze it in. Point, flex the toes, rotate the ankles in both directions. And then place the strap at the base of your toes, extend, and lift up. Did a lot of stretching in your legs, so you may be feeling a bit freed up with all the stretches through the legs. Left hand can support the body, still good posture, and then exhale it out to the side. Big pop, big pop. Crunching and popping is fine, just no pain. Coming back to center. We're going to switch. Now we're going to stretch the IT band. Left hand holds maybe the strap. Right hand maybe supports. Still good posture. Or maybe the right hand can come around and add the twist. A lot of twisting today, a lot of leg work. Breathe. Inhale, come back to center. Reach up with that leg as high as you can. Bend the knee, come into pigeon. Again, you can use a block on the floor, or even just have the side of your right foot onto the floor, onto a block, onto two blocks, wherever you need to be. And just make sure that it can relax in that position, that you have no pain in the knees. So just be mindful of your knees, 90-degree angle with the foot, and lift up good posture. Exhale, forward. Extending through the top of the head, breathing. Maybe even grabbing the chair and extending through the top of the head as you press the tailbone back. Really nice long spine. Feel deepening of the hip stretch. Inhale, lifting up nice and tall. Reaching up with hands. Exhaling down. And to the knee. Grab it again. Point flex. Rotate. Extend it out, point, flex, and rotate. Dropping it down. Opposite side, so left knee in, squeeze, point, flex, rotate. Since we didn't do it at the beginning, really putting a lot more effort in at the end after all the work standing. And when you're ready, pressing that strap at the base of your left toes, and then extending, stretching, breathing. Nice and tall. Good. Grabbing on with just the left hand. We're going to go away from the midline, out to the side. No pop on this side. Try and keep your right, again, leg tracking, knee tracking the toes. Always. Breathe. Good posture. Inhale, coming back. Switching. Right hand holds this time. And then over, feel that stretch in the IT band on this side. Maybe your left hand will support and lift, or maybe you'll add the twist. Again, totally up to you. Extending over, reaching the heart over with that gentle twist. But don't forget about the leg, the IT band, stretching through the leg. Breathe. Inhale, back to center. Lift up one last time as high as you can get it. Bend the knee, come into pigeon. Again, you may or may not use the block on the side. Remembering each side is so different, so individual. Minding the knee, there shouldn't be any pain, or in the ankle. Lift up tall, and when you're ready, exhale, forward. Reaching at the top of the head, hinging at the hip, not the waist. Maybe grabbing the chair if you found that was helpful for you. And stretching through the spine, elongating the spine, opening up the vertebrae, the spaces, the discs, decompressing. Relax the shoulders, relax the face. Maybe moving side to side, noticing where you might need a little extra stretch today. Inhaling, arms come up, reaching up, and then down to your knee. Bring it in. One more time. Point, flex, rotate, extend it out. Point, flex, rotate. Strong leg, and down we go. Arms come up. Feel the feet press to the floor. Reach up with the fingers. Exhale, hands come down onto your lap. Shoulders down, lift up through the top of the head. Find your posture. Notice the breath. Breathe and gently close the eyes, palms up this time. Being accepting of where you are, of all that you did in this time that you had. Taking in each breath as a gift. Each exhale is a moment to release just another thought, another thing that doesn't help you be that better version of yourself today. Knowing that that better version of yourself affects the world. Tiny changes for the better. That you can be a change for this world. Wherever you are. Be it a letter you write to someone, a phone call. In those moments of goodness, time you spend, attention you give to others, can be like a domino effect. You can inspire someone with just the simplest act, a smile that therefore they give to someone else that passes on to others. That you have that power to be the change, to be that better version of yourself. To love even those that we don't know. Arms come out, reaching up, palms come together. Exhale, gently down, chin comes down as it watches the thumb, reach the sternum, relax the elbows, relax the shoulders. Gentle stretch of your cervical spine. Inhale, lift gently the chin, opening the eyes if you wish, or keeping them closed. I thank you for coming today and finding a moment of peace in your practice. Knowing that maybe we went to an edge, but you made it there. A challenge that you tried and you gave it your all. Even if you didn't succeed, it's not failure. It's the attempt that wins. Remember, failure is mostly when you don't act. Not doing something and not being happy with the outcome. The light in me sees and honors the light in each and every one of you. Namaste. Thank you. How is this standing, Catherine?